beautiful Scorpio, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for May 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I will never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio, this is the monthly reading for May. So let us see what comes up there for you. I'm going to get your overall energy first. And just to let you know that we have a new moon eclipse in Taurus on the 30th of April, and that's all about value, how you value yourself, thinking about also your creature comforts and looking at your finances. This is a time where you may feel like you want to splash out on the finer things in life and either treat yourself or the people around you. Okay, we've got the Judgment card there. That is your energy and Aries energy as well. Quite explosive energy in your reading, actually. These cards are literally popping right out of the deck. It's quite interesting. Whoa, okay. So very explosive energy here for you. Now, the outcome energy, I mean, look, we got a tower. It wouldn't be a Scorpio reading without a tower. Now, it's really interesting because it's in the outcome position. So, I mean, the Empress card, putting her own needs first, especially with that, I mean, this is a Taurus Libran card, and this, new moon eclipse is all about putting your own needs first and, what you value, how you value yourself. So you may shock a lot of people with your choices and not meeting their expectations, let's put it that way. But the Tower energy indicates you're coming out of some sort of repetitive cycle. We're going to go, oh, look at that, and you're moving forward for success. The Chariot card here, we got the Lovers card. So, I mean, there may be some decisions because this card used to be called a choice, but it can mean that all of a sudden, out of the blue, because you sort of, focus on yourself, did the personal growth and a lot of the soul work, all of a sudden you're attracting new love if you're looking for love. But it could also be you aligning yourself with your heart's desire. And we got the Hierophant. So this is about a deeper commitment. It's also about having faith as you move forward. And I mean, for some, it can mean marriage as well. Someone suddenly popping the question saying, I want to live my life with you. So, we're going to go deeper, of course, and find out all of the energy before I transmute your reading. But of course, the first part of the month, you will be focusing on pleasurable pursuits, yourself, getting a better deal for yourself, negotiating better deals, but, valuing yourself and having a bit more me time, okay? Now, Uranus can bring sudden change, and that is in the mix paired with Mars. So that can be radical but positive shifts in your personal life. Now we got 6 of Wands here, so I feel like you're getting a second chance at something, or it's almost like you're getting second wind of something, like you're getting a return of energy to do something that you're really successful at and really good at. You've got a lot of talent and drive in this area. Now, also, we have the full moon eclipse on the 16th of May, and guess what? Of course, it is in your sign. This is a very intense full moon, okay? So Scorpio, get prepared. You're going to feel it the most. It is all about letting go. It is all about letting go of the BS, the fears, the resentments, the anger, any sadness or anything that's holding you back. It doesn't have to be any of those things. It can mean that you're releasing control over a certain situation and you're actually allowing things to breathe. This sort of full moon eclipse actually promotes better concentration, clarity, seeing things as they truly are. I mean, you got the Sun card twice in your reading. So the Sun indicates that whatever you've been trying to be successful in, because it's in the resistance position, I feel like each card keeps telling me there's like a return energy, it's like you're getting a second chance at something. So if you felt like you haven't been quite grasping the success that you truly have been working for and deserve, you're getting another opportunity. And the sun in the outcome position tells me that this time round it's yours. This time round it is your success that people will be celebrating. Okay, so expect a sharper mind as we reach that full moon eclipse on the 16th of May. Now, in particular for you, your 7th house is activated of partnerships. Now, whether they are, business partnerships, loving friendships, siblings, love relationships, exes, it's all in the mix with partnerships, just so you're aware. They actually want me to go one more, so I will. 2 cards come out there. We got the 7 of Cups, which is a lot of choice there, and we got the Knight of Pentacles. So a wonderful offer coming on in here for you. Could be a financial offer, but if you're looking for love, it can be a deep commitment that is coming in. And we'll just get final cards for you as well. Oh my gosh, they did this in the Leo reading, and I always say it, Scorpio, if you've got a placement in Leo, they want this card for you. Okay, so yeah, we'll leave it like that. We're going to find out what that card is right at the end. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What do they need to know? We got the 9 of Cups, everything you desire. Whatever it is you are working really hard towards, this is a lot of success coming on in. This is the hard work, the fruits of your labor. We got the Death card, so it's end of a cycle. And finally, we've got the 10 of Swords. Something is over. Something is done and done. And the Justice, it was meant to always be this way, okay? One more, okay. We've got the Queen of Swords. It's so interesting because you got the Queen of Swords twice as well, the Sun twice in your reading. So this is about you being really clear on what you want and what you don't want, and cutting out anything else that does not connect to that, because life is too short to be sort of like living your life on other people's expectations, or accepting less than you truly deserve. So with the Judgment card, they want me to tell you about the houses first before I do that, of course. So your 7th house of partnerships is activated at the beginning of the month. So you'll be more focused on connecting with other people. If you've gone off grid for a little while with that Hermit energy, I do feel like you'll actually be connecting a little bit more to friends. You'll be coming out of your comfort zone, coming out of that little Scorpio cave that you've been in. You're going to be out there a little bit more and reconnecting to a lot of good times. Building new memories is what they're saying. Building new happy memories. So really exciting, coming out of the comfort zone energy. Also, your 1st house is activated at the end of the month, and that's about your identity, your self-identity, your image, how you value yourself, and where you fit in. Okay, it's like, where do you fit in within your soul tribe, within the world that you've built, and if you still enjoy being a part of that world. And if you don't, it's about making the transitions or the changes in order to be on the right path to where your heart really truly feels it fits in. But the Judgment card is an interesting one. This is in your protagonist energy. So as I said, this is a renewal. It's almost like a revival of your spirits. If you've been low energy recently, or you've been feeling a little bit like stuck in the mud, this is the energy that I get, that you like, no matter how much energy you put into something, you still feel exhausted. They're indicating here there's like a second wind kind of energy where you get a power up. And this card is like an examination kind of mode, where you're like re-examining where you're at right now, how far you've come, and where you want to go. This is your life's calling. So you're reevaluating whether you're on the right path or not. Okay, this card could come after a period of either disconnecting from something that actually you really enjoy doing, and you feel like there's a blockage, or something just doesn't fit anymore or doesn't feel right anymore. You're really sort of like weighing up your options here, because the Judgment card tends to be, of course, judgment, but it's like you're at a crux or a fork in the road. You've reached a point where you need to make a decision whether you turn left or right. Now, left or right, it can be a new direction, but in order to go in a new direction, you're leaving that old pattern or that old direction or that old person or that old job or that old situation behind. Okay, because you want healthier things in your life. So I feel like you're evolving. This is a card of evolving, and having a bit of a wake-up call, like, what am I doing? Why am I entertaining something that's not in my higher interests? Why am I entertaining people who are low vibe, who try to chip my confidence away? Why am I entertaining maintaining a work position that makes me feel like I can't bear to be there. Of course, we all need money and we all need to pay bills and things like that, but I really feel like you're coming from the heart space energy where you're like, am I happy here? If I'm not, what am I doing here? How can I change this? So I really feel like you're asking yourself bigger questions, more philosophical questions with this card. They actually just gave me the word reset in the water, reset. So some of you are actually going to press the reset button on your life in some way and be like, you know what, I'm doing new. Whether it's a new career, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's, you sort of seeking new friendships and things like that. I really see you like being a new version of yourself, okay? Also, the Judgment card is you understanding what you need to do in order to take the next move in life, okay? In order to be successful. Like you've got the Six of Wands here and the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Cups. It's basically, you being really clear saying, what do I need to do in order to be successful? What do I need to do to be happy? What do I need to activate or plan or strategize to get everything that I've desired? And then you're getting this energy to sort of move forward on it, okay? And all of those influences, especially the full moon eclipse in your sign on the 16th of May, that is very telling. That is about you completely shedding. Now you go through many cycles, sometimes each month with the moon because you're really affected by the moon energy. You go through many cycles of like shedding energy that you don't need and sort of rising from the, like that phoenix rising from the ashes. You've got that energy about you where you constantly check in with yourself. This is a big check-in, okay? This is a big one. Also, I must say Mercury is in retrograde on the 10th of May. Nobody likes to hear that, but it's happening. So that can mean that like communication goes awry or people misconstrue what you say or, text messages don't get delivered on time or emails, they go to the spam box or whatever. So look out for stuff like that. But it also can be a card of return, or sorry, an energy of return. And you've got the Judgment card and you've got the Six of Cups here, and they are cards of return. Okay, so Scorpio, you always have this energy where people gravitate back into your life. It doesn't have to be exes. It can be people from the past, like they used to work with, or friends that you've lost touch with. They always seem to gravitate back into your sphere. So expect returns, but I really feel the majority of energy in May is a return of your return back to your old self, let's put it that way, where you revitalize your spirits and you're excited about the things that you used to be excited about. You're excited about, getting up in the morning and being successful at what you do and creating a plan and investigating and, finding out what's next. Whereas I feel like you've been a bit on pause or a little bit sort of like, they're showing me a maze right now. So perhaps you feel like you've been a bit of a maze runner in the last couple of years where you're like, you don't know which way to turn. Each place leads to the same space and you're just so bored or so over the same space. You want something new, okay? So I feel like you're trying to reimagine your life with a little bit more excitement, a little bit more energy for you, okay? Now, the Six of Wands is a card of really good news, but its most important energy is that you will be recognized for an accomplishment, okay? You're trying to accomplish the good life. And of course, that's an obvious thing to say. We all are trying to accomplish the good life for ourselves and our family. But I feel like you've got the tenacity, the drive to do that. Now, you may have recently discovered your life's purpose, or you may have even known what your life's purpose was for a long time and you've been chipping away at it. I feel like this is you getting some really good news and stepping into the limelight, okay, with this. This is a card of success, of hard-won, success. You fought for this. The Five of Wands came before this card. So, you have fought for this success. I think that's even what your last reading was called, but now it's arrived. The success is here, okay? And I feel like you're giving yourself a moment to be really proud of yourself. And you don't often do that because you're always so deprecating, as it were. You kind of like beat yourself up. And even if you do something really exciting and really awesome and everybody's in awe of what you do and puts you on a pedestal, you still see yourself as criticizing yourself, or you think, oh, it was okay, but I'm capable of better, or Yeah, because the Queen of Swords can be a little bit critical, okay? So I feel like sometimes, even when you're very successful, you sort of like analyze how you could have been better. You're always striving for the next and the next and the next. Wow, they're just giving me a song. Whew, it's just got really hot all of a sudden. Okay, I mean, even my hands and everything are going super red. I don't know if you can... Now, normally I get quite hot when I'm channeling, but this is like another level. Okay, well, the song is actually quite interesting. So it is definitely a song. I know this one, Holiday by Madonna. The words they're giving me is, if we took a holiday, some time to celebrate, just one day out of life, it would be... Okay, they've just stopped it there. They're just doing it on like a cycle now. They're just repeating that. Sorry, I'm just taking off my socks because it's just got super hot in here. Yeah, holiday. So either this is about you actually needing a break, perhaps, or giving yourself a break, just one day out of life. So you're always on. You seem to be always in that repetitive cycle of work, work, work. And if you are in that repetitive cycle of trying to make a dream come true, work, 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 sometimes you don't give yourself some time to enjoy yourself, okay, or connect to friends, perhaps. You always are a little bit reclusive. You're very discerning about the energy that you keep, which is really good, but that tends to be in your social circles. When it comes to love, I feel like when it comes to love, there's... Please don't shoot the messenger when I say this. There seems to be someone who returns to you quite regularly or has a pattern of trying to get back into your life. And you may try to block this person or delay this person. This person could be Virgo or Leo energy that's coming through. They could have a little bit of water in their sign too, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It doesn't have to be sun, moon, or rising, but they got strong placements in that area. And this person, they come on in and they offer a little. Enough to keep you interested. Okay, but there's someone else coming on in here that is going to offer you a lot more. But it's because you keep entertaining or keep thinking about a past situation that sometimes a new situation doesn't come on in. So they just want, that's not going to resonate for everyone. That's a small portion of energy that's coming through there, okay? But the major energy, that song, that Madonna song, I feel like they're indicating either you need a holiday because you're bogged down with a lot of work, or you're trying to make some sort of dream come true that, with that Queen of Swords, you are making really good decisions, you're organized, you got clarity of purpose. It's almost like you got this laser-like focus and you've set your intention and you don't see anything else. Okay, it's almost like I can't take time out. I've got to work on this. I've got to be successful. I haven't got time to do that. I've got to do this. So I feel like sometimes you need to give yourself a little bit of a break. Now, either you have just heard that song, Holiday by Madonna, that's definitely what it's called, I think. Either you just heard that song on the radio just before this reading, or you're going to hear it after this reading. Now, you could also hear it in the next 4 to 5 weeks when some sort of news comes in for you, because the Six of Wands with the Queen of Swords indicates there is some sort of communication, really awesome communication coming on in here with for you. This is your protagonist energy. So the Queen of Swords is someone who has, as I said, clarity of purpose, but also is really abrupt. You're making a decision. You're being really precise. Some of you are going to be like, right, I'm going to be really direct. You're ruthless in your pursuit for your goals and your dreams, because I feel it is your life's purpose. Okay, you're like a dog with a bone. As soon as you know what you want to do in life, you've got that laser-like focus, and nothing but nobody is ever going to get in your way of you reaching that goal. Okay, so you're going to be very successful with that, but also the Nine of Cups, dreams come true. Okay, and you're capable of making all of your dreams come true because of your focus. But Spirit's indicating life has to be lived in balance. Okay, so make sure you've got some time to enjoy yourself, reconnect with friends and things like that, especially if you've been in that hermit energy for a while, because you may have felt like, when you're working really hard, sometimes you don't see the sun. And I don't mean that, well, I guess I do mean that in the physical sense, but sometimes when you're working really hard and you're in that habit or that routine, that repetitive cycle, you start to ask yourself, is it worth it? Am I happy? Am I happy yet? when will I be happy? Because you're too busy working, okay? So just be a little bit mindful of that. Also with that Queen of Swords, I really feel like you're cutting out anything that does not connect to the life that you're trying to build, whether that's an ex that keeps coming and derailing your energy and your emotions, whether it is, a work situation that you feel that is no longer serving you. I feel like you're really just cutting things out, that and you're being really straightforward with what you want. You're negotiating better deals, and I feel like you're getting a second wind at success, a second opportunity to be incredibly successful at what you do. Now, the Nine of Cups does say that whatever it is you're wishing for or trying to complete, you will achieve that accomplishment, okay? The Nine of Cups is being really content, really proud of yourself, but they keep indicating that no matter how, even if you're secretly proud of yourself for a moment, immediately you start to see the flaws on the things that you could have done better. So just give yourself a little bit of compassion, okay? With that Nine of Cups, this is, the good life. I feel like you're working really hard towards the good life, and you can see that you're going to achieve it, okay? Now, in the resistance position, it's like I got it in the reverse. The Sun card, it indicates there's some sort of delay, or you feel temporarily you're waiting. You're working really hard on the treadmill, but you feel like sometimes things are just out of reach, or you just feel like stuck in the mud. Like, am I there yet? When am I going to be sort of appreciated for what I do? The Sun card indicates this is your challenge for the month of May. Now this could be literally that you're going to be seeking the sun, like with that song was Holiday, okay? So maybe you're actually going to be planning a vacation, or you're going on a vacation in May to regroup your energy, because the Hermit is there. It's like recluse energy, you're seeking solitude, asking those philosophical questions in order to gain the truth of a situation and gain enlightenment, okay? So I feel a lot of clarity will come to you in the month of May, but most importantly, the Sun is a card of, positivity, optimism, the future looking bright, and things flourishing. This is a time of plenty, a lot of abundance. This is you being able to make everything that you set out to do possible, okay? Projects are coming to fruition, relationships are starting to bloom. If you're looking for love, there's definitely an opportunity here for you to meet somebody. But I would say, because Mercury is in retrograde, there may be a bit of a return with that Judgment energy. Now, there may have been somebody in the past that you really, really wanted to connect to. But when you meet this person again, I feel like you look at this person with new eyes. Like, what did I see in that person? You were so obsessed in the past with this person, but now when you see them with new eyes. Okay, this is what I'm getting here. And I feel like it's almost like you're done there. It's almost like the spell has been broken. Okay, that's what I keep getting. The spell is the hold that this person may have had over you, or this magnetic thing, it's broken. And I feel it actually releases you, allows you to meet somebody new, if that's what has been going on with you, okay? But the Sun card, in terms of you personally, this is about you finding that optimism again, finding that joy of life again, getting out there, enjoying what life has to offer, not just work, okay? We've got the Page of Pentacles here. For some of you, a new job offer is coming on in here, something you've been patiently working towards, or it could be some sort of money news that comes on in. Pages tend to bring news. So Page of Pentacles tends to be someone who's very practical, and you are very practical. You're applying yourself, you're hardworking, you're determined to succeed, and you're building financially, okay? So the future is looking bright because you're making it a stable place. Now, for some of you, you may enter into a course of learning, maybe study. You may put yourself on a course to learn something, whether it's online, just to enhance your skills, or because the Page of Pentacles can be about curiosity, about investing in knowledge, okay? So I do feel like there is some investment in yourself that actually leads to a lot more content energy. You're investing in you. Now we do have that Six of Cups. Now, Six of Cups is an interesting card because it does say, whilst it's good to look back at the past and think of the good old days, don't remain there, because the past rarely has anything new to say. You're experiencing security and security in the present moment. So I feel like this is about you needing to remain present, okay? And whilst there will be a connection to you and the past at some point in May, whether it is a reminder of a date in May, for example, someone's birthday that you really, I don't know why this is coming up, but it is, someone's birthday that was important to you, whether it's someone who's passed in spirit, or whether it is an ex, or whether it is a monumental moment in your life. There's a date in May that was very important that's going to be on your mind, okay? You can remember it, of course. We all have sweet memories, but they're indicating, they just said a really odd thing in the water, a letter to reality, a letter to reality. So either you are revisiting the past and writing out like a letter to your old self in order to heal some wounds, or whether you are a letter to reality. Maybe you're getting clear on something. I really, please take that as it resonates. I mean, it may be something that maybe you're setting up a business and you're calling it a letter to reality or something like that. Please take it as it resonates. It may mean something. I'm going to have to look it up after the reading to see. The Six of Cups can literally be someone who returns from your past. We got the Hermit energy. This is someone that you may have not spoken to for a while, or who went off grid, maybe who withdrew from you, or, you know, someone who withdrew, actually this person withdrew to get some clarity and sort of comes towards you, comes back on in, and you're like, I'm glad you've resurfaced in my life, but I've matured now. And you may think about giving this person a second chance, but you're guarded. I feel like you may give this person a second chance to explain themselves, because the Queen of Swords is like, okay, I'm ready to listen, I'm ready to talk, but I'm not really sure I'm giving you a second chance. Because, I mean, if that Queen of Swords wasn't there, I'd say maybe you're definitely going to give this person a second chance, or you're going to give this opportunity a second chance. But with the Queen of Swords, it says you're being very discerning. You're thinking before you act. This person or this situation just doesn't have access to your life again without you really analyzing it. So I feel like they offer a little. Okay, this person, in comparison to what you've built for your life now, you're in the Empress mode. Okay, so male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy. You can't have a page coming on in to offer anything to the Empress. Okay, so I feel if this is someone from your past, they've got to step up in a bit of a bigger way in order to win your affection back, or at least enter into... See, I really don't feel like this person's going to get into the circle of trust. That's what I feel. I feel like this person, they don't have access to that right now. That's what I'm feeling here. Now, that can be a friend that you fell out with. It can be an ex-colleague. It can be someone who you argued with recently or something like that. It doesn't have to be an ex, just so you're aware. Now, the Hermit energy, I feel like you are also taking a bit of a step back. You've been off grid for a little while, and you've been focusing intensely on who you are, what you want to do. And you may have even had these huge philosophical questions like, what's the point of what I'm doing at the moment? It doesn't enhance myself in a way that is emotionally fulfilling. So that's why the Judgment card is there, where you're like, you're reconnecting to source and you're listening to your calling. You've got a real desire to be on your life's purpose, and you're not just going to take any old path in life. You want the true prosperity and your true calling path. Okay, so I feel like you've taken some time out to do that, and it's almost like you just went into hiding, or you went off grid in some way, and I feel now you're resurfacing. Okay, I feel like you're coming out of the cave in order to embrace life again. Some of you are going to reconnect with your friends, you know, and perhaps even reconnect to either a hobby that you used to do and you can make money from it, or something that you really enjoy doing that you only spent a little bit of time doing. It may become a little bit more of a primary focus for you in the month of May. Okay, now your outcome position is really off the charts. Okay, we've got the Empress card, which is about you valuing yourself, having a healthier boundary. It is also about you nurturing an idea or a project to term. It is about building a life of comfort, a life of beauty for you. And a lot of you, if you're looking for love, for example, the Empress card is a card of beauty. You're going to be turning heads. Now, perhaps looks and aesthetics don't really mean much to you, my beautiful Scorpio, but I feel you're actually going to start noticing people looking your way, and you're going to be like, huh, okay, because you're coming out of your cave. You're coming out, and I feel like you're even remembering how beautiful you are, both inside and out. Something within you is transformed. It is completely changed. And I feel like there's no going back. No going back to who, because I feel like you're reviving your spirits, but you're different. You're becoming the Scorpio that you used to be, but you've changed. And it's almost like you're not going back to that space where there was, how can I put that? Where people may have taken advantage of your care, your love, your devotion, where you gave too much. You're not going back to that space. You're different. And I feel like you've changed for the better. This is about you owning your power. And I feel with this card, you're going to be very productive in the month of May, very creative. I mean, some of you, I have to say, some of you may, if you reconnect to a person in the past, or if you connect to somebody, some of you may found out that there may be a shock surprise that you might be pregnant, for example. That's not going to resonate for everyone, of course, but because the two are side by side, I do feel like that is a potential. So if you do not want to get pregnant at this time, or you don't want to get anybody pregnant at this time, then of course, I would say use precaution, of course. But this is about you getting what you truly deserve, knowing that you have a lot of talent, a lot of hardworking sort of ingenuity, a lot of integrity, and whatever it is you've been focusing on, because the Empress card, she plants the seeds, and then she nurtures something you've been working really hard for. There's harvest time here. So this is about you getting, finally, things are in bloom for you. And the Tower energy indicates, anything that is not working for you, it's shedding away, and you're letting it leave. You're letting it just fall away from your life. The Tower energy is not something to be feared, and you know that, Scorpio. Of all the signs, you know that. This is a Scorpio Aries energy. Scorpio Aries energy. So there's a lot of Mars influence in your month of May. Okay, the Tower is like, it can be a huge rude awakening for people who try to take advantage of your kindness, who try to take advantage of that kindness and feel like it is a weakness. So I feel like you are shocking people by being, different in some way. Now, the Tower energy can also be like you all of a sudden shaking up a pattern that you found yourself in, whether it is you overgive too much, or you are someone who, now Scorpio, you don't tend to be someone who is overly trusting, but there may have been somebody that you let into your energetic sphere that didn't deserve a place in that energetic sphere. And you're trying to break a habit with that person or that situation. The Tower basically represents a prison where you go round and round and round in circles. And if you always do what you always did, you start to feel like you're crazy. You're like, nothing ever changes because you're just going round in circles. But the Tower energy, as you can see, the lightning bolt hits the crown chakra, which is an epiphany moment, which is a realization of, I'm stuck in a rut here. I'm stuck in a pattern. And in order to get out of that, I need to take a leap of faith. And you've got that, but those two butterflies exiting the Tower because it's on fire. The universe has to set the Tower on fire for people to move, because we can get complacent. We can get stuck in that rut and feel like there's no way out of a situation. The Tower comes after the Devil card. The Devil card is a realization that you're bonded to something that either is not healthy for you or is keeping you stuck. But you can change, but you may feel helpless to change. So the Tower says, you feel it's helpless. You feel helpless to change the situation. Well, let's make things feel so uncomfortable that your only option is to change. So I feel this card is a real positive card of something being taken away in order to replace it with something greater. You're making space for positive transformation, and your eyes are wide open. Really interesting, because the Empress card, her eyes are covered by the butterfly. So you've changed. You've come out of that chrysalis. You've done a lot of healing. You've done a lot of personal growth. And, I really feel like this is a time where you are manifesting a lot of abundance. You're on the road to success. You're making radical changes that people may be shocked by, but I feel like this is for you to move forward with progress, because you're not going to be stuck in that tower. Nobody's going to get in the way of your progress anymore. This card is a card of choice as well, with that Chariot card, but it means you're moving towards success. You're moving towards whatever it is you set out to do. And this is a card of breakthrough, triumph, having that energy, feeling that vitality again of being able to be motivated to move forward and conquer whatever it is that you have in mind to conquer. The Charioteer is reminding us that we have self-control. We are the master or the mistress of our own destiny. We can smash through any obstacles and overcome them, and we can be determined to succeed, and we can actually hit the target as long as we are aware that we have that power within us. Especially with that Empress card, this is a card of empowerment, and that Chariot card indicates your dedication and your commitment, your discipline will take you to where you want to go. Make sure you remember confidence as well, okay? Because sometimes below that sort of steely exterior where you are really focused on a dream or a goal, people don't realize that sometimes, you have a lot of anxieties. What if it doesn't go well? What if I get triggered by nerves? Or what if, so there's a lot of what ifs there, but you've got a poker face. So not many people see beneath the surface of you, Scorpio. They don't see that, you have fears like everybody else, but you just have courage to overcome those fears and go after whatever it is. It goes straight into the fray. Now, we also have the Lover's card. So I feel like if you've been going through a bit of a bad run of luck when it comes to love, and you've been stuck in a pattern or a cycle with somebody, or even if you don't want that person from the past back into your life, but you've had an experience that has marked you, and you feel like it has somehow controlled the way that you operate within love. You've built a wall. I mean, you've become Queen of Swords, which is like, you've not become bitter, but you've become better. So I feel like you've been more discerning about your energy, but also you may have built a wall where it's hard to let love in, okay? Because you become so self-sufficient. You don't need nobody, but deep down, I feel like there is a yearning that you would like somebody. So if you're looking for love, I definitely feel like you have the opportunity to meet somebody, someone who invests more in the future than anyone has done before, I feel. But this card mainly is about you taking responsibility, making a personal decision, and sort of re-examining your motives of why you're doing something and whether you're getting what you truly deserve, and by valuing yourself. So I feel like you're taking the path where your heart is involved and you're fairly recompensed for whatever it is that you do, okay? But for those of you who are looking for love, I definitely feel like there is the potential to meet love. For those of you who are wanting to deepen your connection with a person you're already with, this person may out of the blue ask you to marry them, okay? Because we got the Hierophant there as well. So I feel definitely if you're meeting somebody new, this is a relationship that can go to a higher level of commitment, like marriage, settling down. But if you're with somebody already and you're hoping that they pop the question, May could very well be the month, especially towards the end of May, just so you're aware. If you're already married to somebody, I feel like if you've been going through any difficulties, I feel like you and this person, you revisit better times. And I feel like an honest, open conversation can see both of you sort of having faith in each other again and rebuilding the relationship. But with the Hierophant card, this is a card of learning. It is a card of, having faith in yourself, but also a card of tradition. So I feel like you're not following a route of tradition. I feel like you are actually doing something in your own way, and it's going to sort of shock a lot of people. So some of you may leave a job, for example, and go for another job in another sector, or some of you may get a huge opportunity in a job sector where it brings in a lot of money, and people are like not surprised by it, but they're like, wow, they had the courage to go after their dreams and they got them. So I feel like there is a major change going on here where you're leaving something behind, though, in order to gain something greater. The Sun indicates success, of course, you aligning yourself with whatever it is you set out to do. I mean, this is a very romanticized card for the Sun card, but it is about freedom It is about positivity, and as you can see, the sun is embracing. So I feel like there is, you know, relationships are blossoming. It's a time of abundance, and I feel like you're going to be very grateful to the universe for everything that they've. It's almost like you're aligning your heart with your true intentions, and the universe is bestowing everything that you set out to achieve. So you're really grateful for the universe. This is also a card of happiness, plain old simple happiness, okay? And you trusting your intuition to get you to this space in the first place. I also feel like part of you is going to be really aware of where you're happy, and how happiness comes from within, because the Empress card, she's pointing at herself. So I feel like you're recognizing happiness, true happiness comes from within, and it filters outwards, okay? We've also got the Seven of Cups. So a lot of options here, but this is like you daring to dream, to reimagine life. The Seven of Cups can be a card of imagination, of fantasy, of artistic endeavor. So I feel like your imagination is being unleashed, looking at all the possibilities that you have the potential to achieve. So I feel like you're being daring to explore all of your options. Now, they're also showing me in the water, they're showing me something, they're showing me a footprint, like somebody has stepped in paint. It's like a shoe print, like someone has stepped in paint. So if that's you, perhaps you've been doing DIY and you've stepped in paint and there's a footprint. I mean, this could be like a bold new step in another direction that is permanent, or it could be a creative step in a new direction. Maybe you're an artist. I feel it's a positive thing rather than someone stepped in paint and has ruined stuff. I feel like it's someone creating something new and it being lasting, being permanent. So that can be quite a specific image. If it does not connect to you, doesn't mean it's not your reading, just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading. But spiritually, it could mean that you are, as I said, making your mark or taking a step in another direction that is maybe more creative. Seven of Cups is also a card of being a visionary, okay? Dreaming, you know, having daydreams or visions and them coming to life. If you catastrophize and fear things, you also gravitate that into your world. You magnetize it in. So I feel like this is about you having positive visions for the future and bringing positive outcomes because of those visions. And we got the Three of Wands, which is an expansion of opportunity. But most importantly, it's like a check-in card where it's asking you, are you on the right path? And the answer with this card is always yes. You're in harmony with your heart's desire. The Three of Wands is an enterprising energy wherever there's been delay, you've been anticipating changes. You've been observing the right moment to take a leap of faith, or you've been waiting for the right moment to, you know, launch something, okay? You know, I feel like you're on the precipice of something big, but it's almost like there's many ways that you can create this happiness for yourself, and you're going to get there. Nothing's going to stop you. Nothing's going to get in your way. Now we've got the Knight of Pentacles here as well. So this definitely means there's some sort of offer coming on in because of your hard work. So the Knight of Pentacles tends to be someone who's determined to succeed, to build financially. Someone who works honestly, is determined, is faithful, and, you know, professional about what they do, and is offered a high-ranking position because of it. This could also mean that there is a source of money coming on in that you work really hard for. Perhaps it's been a long time coming and you're really excited it's in now, because of that Three of Wands indicates waiting. But I feel this is an offer coming on in, and it's bigger than before because you've got a Page of Pentacles, you're going to a Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like this is more money, or it could be a new, either a raise, or it could be a new job, or it could be a promotion, or some sort of investment income that comes towards you that you truly deserve. You've worked hard for this, okay? When you're on your life's purpose path, money flows easier to you because you're on the right track. Spirit you've listened to the calling. Now, in terms of love, this could be that you've waited a long time for someone to invest in a relationship, and be really honest, open, and sort of, wanting a sort of wanting to be faithful within a relationship and say, you know what, I'm invested right from the beginning. I feel like this is the start of something really beautiful, okay? We've also got the Death card, so you're showing up strongly in your reading. The Death card, you're ringing the changes, okay? I feel like you are sort of rebirthing your energy, getting rid of any old habits, and I feel like you're making space for greater beginnings or for greater opportunities. So they're just asking me to look at this card closely, so I am. One moment, please. I mean, the Death card here, it's like you see the scales. So I really feel there's a big philosophical question here, Scorpio, where you're asking yourself, what will I be known for? What will I be judged for? Can I say that what I'm doing in this lifetime is in alignment with my heart? Or do I have pure intentions? So I feel there's bigger questions here in May for you. And I feel what has sparked that is you've gone off on this sort of like retreat to seek greater wisdom from within. You've been very reflective. You've taken a long time out, I feel, out of your usual routine in order to ask those bigger questions. And I feel like you are revitalizing your spirit. You're more yourself now than you've ever been. That's what I feel. Now the Ten of Swords, something had to come to an end and you had to make it happen that way. The Ten of Swords indicates you're making way for a new beginning. You may have overcommitted yourself in situations and it's left you with little energy. And with the Ten of Swords, this is about you sort of like transcending that energy and saying, it's almost like a declaration of like, I need to start something new because all my hard work and taking on too much responsibility, overstretching yourself has left you feeling sad, or something needs to end. The Ten of Swords says you can see something needs to leave your life and you're having to make that choice to do it. The Justice card is again a weighing up card, weighing up your options. It means cause and effect, okay? It means, for example, I'm just going to give you an example here. I don't feel this energy, but I'm just going to give you an example, which is if someone keeps returning to your life that you had a love relationship with, and you keep giving this person a second chance, a third chance, a fourth chance, there's going to come a point where you're like, I can't keep doing this because I keep ending up in the same position. And the Hermit energy indicates you keep ending up on your own. And sort of beating yourself up about letting this person sort of infiltrate your energy again. You're allowing them to come back into your space. So I feel like you're really sort of like judging yourself harshly, but at the same time, you know that you need to change something. And I feel like you're judging something here. There's an energy that's coming through. I can't quite grasp how to decode it. That's why I'm pausing, just so you're aware. I can't quite grasp it. I'll always say when I can't get it, so I'm going to have to leave that. But this is an indication that something a decision needs to be made on something. Whether you either give another opportunity to a person or whether you revisit an opportunity that you felt, it may have been something that spoke to your heart at the time, but you started to feel like empty, or it started to chip away at who you were and you lost a piece of yourself in it. And I feel like you don't want to go back to that space again. Okay. Now, also the Justice card, new opportunity coming on in here for you. I see new contracts being signed. Some of you, I mean, there may be like legal requirements. The hierarchy, I feel like you may get noticed by people in positions of power. So definitely a new opportunity coming on in here that's going to make you very, very happy. And the Queen of Swords, I feel like you're self-sufficient, not just financially, but I feel you're making really good decisions. You've aligned yourself with your intentions. It's almost like this card, because it's at the beginning and at the end of your month, I feel like this card is literally asking what next, because you're constantly moving forward. You're constantly evolving. So I feel like at the end of the month, you're literally asking, what next? What do I do next? On to the next thing. With that Queen of Swords, you're always thinking about your next move, being really strategic. Now I'm just going to pull a quick card to see if I've got anything more coming on in. I definitely feel a lot of energy, a lot of success. You completely, you know, setting intentions and smashing your goals out of the park, really doing what you set out to do and being very, very proud of yourself, but sometimes a little bit critical, so just be a little bit mindful. King of Pentacles, a lot of money. King of Swords. Ooh. So now if you are looking for love, this can mean that you do have a choice. Someone who you feel like has matched your energy for a while. The Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, someone who, like, I mean, they tend to be really harsh with each other. They talk to each other in a way that can be quite cutting sometimes. Very guarded in their energy. Doesn't mean that there's not love there. It just means that, you know, it's almost like sometimes they pick a fight. Okay? It's like that. It keeps love interesting, but also at the same time not, if you know what I mean. I mean, two people who are in their head about a relationship or a friendship or something like that. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but it can be like, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be like a friendship. Two people are in their head about, and being really rational about a connection. And we've got someone here who wants to invest a little bit more deeply, someone who wants a little bit more stability, not someone who's just thinking about it. Okay, so if you've got a choice when it comes to love, I feel like the King of Swords is someone that you have dealt with in the past. That's the energy I've got coming through. Now these readings for the month are not meant to be about relationship readings, but because we got the Lovers card here and the Judgment card, I have to mention it. Now in terms of your energy, the King of Swords indicates you're making really good financial decisions with the King of Pentacles there. I feel like you're bossing up. Some of you are going to be stepping into leadership positions, or perhaps you have a business that you run by yourself. You're an entrepreneur. Perhaps you work with someone. There's a business partnership here with two kings. And I feel like this is about making really good decisions to financially boss up. I see a lot of money coming towards you, and I feel that this is about your plan working, your plan coming to fruition. That's what this basically means. Whatever you've been thinking about and planning and strategizing and negotiating, you're being matched financially for all the hard work that you've put in there. So I feel like the plan is working, whatever that is for you. Now, finally, we're going to get some cards just to close your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? Whoa. I got to go get that card. They actually want another one, so I'm going to give it. I'm just going to go get that other card for you. One moment, please. They just told me to turn over the last card, and now I see what they mean. Okay, so this card here that was left there for you, it is the King of Chalices. It's you, Scorpio. It's you. It's you stepping in either into a position of power, leadership, you being diplomatic, fair, you being leading with your heart, putting your whole heart and soul into something and getting out what you truly deserve. The King of Water rather is, I mean, there's three kings here. Three kings. You know, I did a reading, may have been for your sign, and three kings came up as well. Anyway, so this is about you having composure and, you know, sort of being a visionary. Whatever it is you're intuitively gravitating towards, wherever your heart is invested, this is about you weathering a storm, because the King of Cups tends to sit in a storm. There's always choppy waters behind the King of Cups, and he's always very comfortable with the storm because he is a storm, basically. So I feel that is also, I feel like this is about you leading with love, setting your intentions, following your heart. Okay, they want me to touch it again, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, it takes a lot of effort for you to achieve whatever it is you set out to do, but your heart's fully in it. It's fully engaged, so it doesn't even feel like hard work. But you will achieve whatever it is you set out to do. I feel like this is about you because this is the card that popped out, and I keep getting this energy of you returning to yourself. You're more yourself now than you've ever been. So I really feel it's quite apt that the King of Cups has turned out there for you. You're someone who's very supportive of others. You're very tolerant. You've got a lot of empathy, and I feel like actually this is about you becoming yourself again. Okay, anyway, the final cards, we got Orca, Whale, Adventure. So perhaps some of you are actually going on holiday because that song Holiday came up there in this adventure. It says, dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. Very important message right there, okay? So definitely some sort of travel perhaps on the horizon there. We got that Chariot card as well. And I feel also it's about enjoying yourself a little bit more because you've been working really hard and focusing really hard on one area of your life. Sea Otter, happiness. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. Okay? Now, if you've ever seen an otter play with a stone, it is one of the cutest things you ever did see. Just watching them kick back, relax, and play with a stone is just, it's so, I mean, it's just so endearing. It's so beautiful. Nature is just phenomenal. We could take a good leaf out of their book with regards to how to do life, okay? We've also got Raven, Shaman, and of course, Scorpio, you're very psychic, you're very intuitive, and you are, you have built-in shaman qualities about you. It says, you are the creator and the magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and your words. Connect with the elements, connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. Okay, sometimes you don't know how you're going to get there, but you know you're going to get there, okay, because of your hard work, your determination, and your mystical vision. Sometimes you just know. Sometimes you just see. You don't know why, you don't know how, but you just see, Scorpio. You just know. And was there a final card there as well? Do they want me to have a final card? They said, and the fourth one. And the fourth one. So they obviously want a fourth one, okay? They said in the fourth one. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? Finally, we have Lion, higher calling. That's it right there, higher calling. Those two cards, your higher calling. So it says here, you have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and for your tribe. As I said, not everybody gets into your circle of trust, right? So I feel like you are being more discerning about that energy. Now, I will get a final trinket before... No, they want one of these before we go. Let's see, a personal power oracle card for you. And one more. Thank you so much. These are two cards for you to remember as you move through the month, okay? The first card there is I am determined. And you can see all those bees there. So this is about sweet reward for all of your hard work. And it's number 42. When you reduce it, 4 plus 2 is 6, which is the number of the Lover's card. So this is all about your choices to follow your heart, and what you want wants you. So I feel like you're matching the vibration of whatever it is you're working really hard towards. And also we got I am a creator. Now remember, this is a pregnant lady right there. So if you want to get pregnant, of course, this could be the month for it. But if you do not want to get yourself pregnant or anyone else pregnant, of course, then I would just watch out because there could be some surprises there. But I feel like this is about your creative endeavors, okay? You create your own destiny and you're in charge. So I feel there's a lot of positivity in the month of May to get what you truly set out to do, okay? You're negotiating better deals. And finally, the trinkets. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. We got the horse, okay? We got the racehorse right there. So you are moving forward. Now, really interesting. I know there's like a bee there, but in the water, as I'm scrying, they're showing me a golden bee. It's like a metal golden bee. Well, it looks like gold bee. So either you've got a brooch that's a gold bee, or there's a little emblem on an item of clothing or a material. It's a gold bee. Okay, so maybe you call yourself the golden bee, or I'm not really sure. So please take it as it resonates. Maybe this is something you can see in this moment, or perhaps it's something that you will see in the next 4 to 5 weeks that gives you an indication that some really good news is coming on in, something you worked super hard for, okay? But the racehorse indicates that you're in the race and you're on the finishing line. You're going to win this, whatever this is, okay? This is about your determination to succeed and movement forward. And they want this on the Chariot card. So maybe some of you are actually physically moving, relocating in some way, either for a job or for your home. But definitely I see movement forward in your career and in your personal growth. I feel like you're not letting people be energy vampires or situations be energy vampires anymore. I feel like you're being more discerning about the energy that you keep. Okay, so I'll leave it there, my beautiful Scorpio. I hope something resonates in that reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press the little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is actually very important for me. Okay, thank you so much, my beautiful Scorpio. Love and light.